Hi Moglets, today we're taking a look at Blue Protocol's Star Resonance. At its core, Star Resonance is an MMO, which is pretty rare for me as I almost never showcase MMOs, but this one did look really good. Today we're doing a deep dive on the game, discussing the things you should know about it to help you decide if it's going to be something you'd be interested in playing. Before we really jump in, I do want to give a quick thanks to Star Resonance for sponsoring this video. I'll have links in the description down below if you want to learn more about the game or pre-register, but yeah, let's hop into it. So of course, like with any good MMO, we do have character customization. You can choose male, female, and 3 different body types. I spent over half an hour here just poking around the different menus and options. There is quite a lot. I do wish there were a few more hairstyles, but overall there are a lot of different options, a lot of ways to customize. So you can get really creative and make a very unique character, which of course is going to be important. You know, this is an MMO. This is who represents you. Personally, I've always been pretty bad at these sorts of character customization systems. They often end up looking like inbred abominations, but honestly, I think my character turned out pretty well here. Probably a little too plain for most people, but that's just kind of how I am. You can, of course, further customize with various cosmetics you get throughout the game, and there are a lot of really nice looking outfits. We just started playing pretty recently, so I can't do too much yet, but yeah. After you customize your character, it's time to pick a class. There are currently 8 in the game. We went with Wind Knight. Honestly, the only reason we chose Wind Knight was because he's the only one with a 5-star difficulty, and I like a good challenge. Since so far I have been doing fine with him, I assume it means hard to master, but you can just play poorly and still, get things done. In a nutshell, the Wind Knight is a fast attacking melee DPS. Each class also has 2 different specs. Like the Wind Knight here, we got Vanguard and Skyward spec. The Skyward spec focuses more on being in the air, doing aerial attacks. Not gonna lie, looking at the Stormblade here, she looks really cool. She is also mostly melee, but you do have, some longer range attacks here. Like here where she slices. I think coming up in a set, yeah, there it is. That looks so sick. We of course have to have the mage as well. This was my favorite class for a long time, and then I started preferring close combat for some reason. But yeah, she does mage things. Probably squishy, stays in the back, fires from a distance. Moving on to our first support, we got the Verdant Oracle. Seems to mostly focus on healing, especially in the life bind spec. It just goes harder into healing. Of course, healers can do some damage as well, but they're never going to be the DPS. The Oracle can also provide other support outside of just healing, like shields or other various buffs. Then we have Heavy Guardian. As the name suggests, this is the tank class. Generally not too hard to play, always in the front, taking all the hits for everyone else. Then we got the Marksman, which is kind of like the Mage, but for physical attacks. We also have some summons here, which are pretty cool. Then we got Shield Knight. Honestly, since I am kind of in a nutshelling these, it would just be another tank, but the Shield Knight focuses a lot on self-sufficiency. He can heal himself. And finally, we got Soul Musician, our second support class. The Soul Musician can also heal, but focuses a lot on removing negative status effects on allies, as well as providing more offensive buffs. So that was a very general overview of all the classes. Of course, if one piques your interest, would be better to look deeper into them. I'm sure you can make a 20 or 30-minute video just on one individual class, because it can go pretty deep. Even if you kind of regret your first decision, you can always get another one very quickly. I do think Stormblade looks awesome, but we already have an attacker, so we are going to go with Soul Musician. Also looks very interesting. You do need a special item, the Hero's Radiance, but you get one very early on for free when you talk to her. She'll then give you a little quest. In the Soul Musician's case, we have to defeat 20 goblins. And now that we've unlocked the Soul Musician, we can just go to the character selection screen or the class selection screen and hit confirm, and there we go. Some things are not shared between classes, like weapons, so we'll go ahead and equip this novice electric guitar. Skills are also not shared, so of course we would need to re-upgrade them as well, so on and so forth. For now, we're just going back to the Wind Knight. I just wanted to show you how that worked. Moving on to combat mechanics, of course, it depends on which class you choose. Some things can be a bit different, but most things are relevant for all classes. Down here, we have all of our skills. 3 of them are essentially locked. These are the class skills. We have the basic attack, the special attack, and the ultimate. Then we have 3 additional skills, which you can choose from your list of unlocked skills. Currently, we only have 4 total, so not a ton of choice, but we can mix and match to fit our playstyle. Some skills have small icons on them, like this one with the double arrows means it's a combo skill and you can use it multiple times. The ones with numbers indicate the charges, so the amount of times you can use it before it goes on cooldown. We can also equip up to 2 special skills from these creatures. When you activate them, they'll be summoned and do their skill before disappearing. Just having them equipped does come with a bonus though. In my Void Ogre's case, max HP plus 5%. Next we have this meter, which will look different for different classes, are just a white bar. And you can kind of think of this as mana. You use it to cast like your core skills, your special skills, and you can regain it with normal attacks or other skills. Like in my class's case, my ultimate completely fills up my bar, so I usually wait to use my ultimate until I'm very low. There is, like most action RPGs, a perfect dodge mechanic, indicated by this blue circle. Your next attack after a perfect dodge will also be increased. If you perfect dodge against like a boss and their, you know, special red high threat attacks, that will initiate a counter attack. Talking about the character / power progression system, let's start with the basic skills. You can upgrade these by using Luno, like gold or whatever in other games. From what I could tell, raising the skills just increases the flat damage increase. You can advance skills, which actually increases the multiplier here, but does require specialized materials. You can get them in a lot of different ways, it seems here, but we're just going to use our select box. It was these, I believe. We're going to grab one more. Sure, let's actually advance the core skill. This is one I'm always going to have with this class, and I'm quite sure it's going to be where most of my damage comes from anyway. So there we go, we got it to tier 1. Besides that, there's also a lot of different armor and weapons you can equip. There's also various things you can do with gear, like reforging here. Now that it's at 80 out of 80 perfection, reforging it further will not increase the stats, but it can change the haste here to something else. But since my class likes haste, you can see the little thumbs up there, we're gonna keep it. There's also a vendor where you can buy gear in exchange for these alloy shards, which you can get primarily from monster hunting, or here in the shop in exchange for honor coins. We don't even have a helmet yet, so I feel like it would be a good idea to grab one of those. And there we go, it is equipped. Just maxed it. We already have haste as our bonus attribute, so we'll keep that. So yeah, looking decent. Modules won't be unlocked until level 60, so can't really check that out, but we do have the skill tree here. You all know how skill trees work. You know, we spin these tokens to get various stat bumps. We don't even really have a choice right now. We just have to go straight down here. This is a special one, so dealing damage with special attacks grants sharp, which is a stacking attack increase. So, and there we go, we grabbed it. Sharp cap +1 sounds good. In the long run, it doesn't really matter what you choose to go for here because you need to unlock them all anyway. There is a sort of gacha system, which of course I want to check out. You know, I'm me, but I would definitely not classify this as a gacha game. I think we're just getting outfits and like a mount here. I want to see the summon animation. Okay, very cute already. Oh, it's like an actual gachapon. Okay, that is cute. Looks like we're only getting a purple here. That is definitely one of the most creative summon animations I've seen though. Okay, and then we can open them up. An owl hat, that's cute. So we are getting some cosmetics here. I'm mainly curious to see what like the main reward is on the splash screen. There's a pity of 80, so we are guaranteed to get it. I'm gonna at least watch this part because it's really cute to see if we get a gold here at one point, maybe early. Ooh, wow, there it is. Third tin pull? Or is there a rarity above this? Yeah, this is just a Meowlux premium card. Maybe it really is just cosmetics. That'd be pretty sick, actually. No real pressure unless you're like really into cosmetics. Ooh, we do have another gold here, but this box looks kind of different. Is that the same ticket? Oh no, there it is. The Solstice Sarah set. That's like the main thing of the banner. We have some pulls left. I would like to try and get the mount as well. Let's see if we can do that. Oh my God, okay, on the fourth one there, could that be the mount already? Jesus Christ, okay, we got super lucky there. Literally 6 pity. What can we do with the one card we got? Okay, wait, these outfits require, ooh, damn, that is pretty though. But these outfits require 5. Well, something to save up for. We can get some accessories though, some bat wings or some angel wings. Look at that weapon, that is crazy. Well, let's take a look at what we got. I think we have to actually use this stuff, like the mount here and the Solstera set. Ah, and there we go. Okay, but as far as I can tell, there is no like stat changes or anything. It's purely cosmetic, which is kind of cool. Like, there is a gacha, but in terms of power, you don't need to do it. I guess if there's like a really cool outfit you want to get, then sure. Like, I personally wouldn't have summoned on this banner outside of checking it out because, you know, I mean, he is a little too zesty for my liking. So we also did get a mount. We are currently riding on the default one you get at the beginning. He seems pretty fast. All right, here's the mount screen. We have the fish here. Stats wise, yeah, oh my God, it's way faster. It's way faster than the default one. The mounts also have special skills, like the koi here has some pretty interesting sounding ones, which we're gonna check out. But also like this big mech mount, he can throw you. I'm not sure how that would impact like exploration, but we're gonna equip the fish. This is the most premium one we have, of course. And let's see if he's noticeably faster. Oh wow, it's kind of big. It's very pretty. All right, so this is just the, oh wow, I think that's as fast as the boar's sprinting. And then, oh yeah, we are zooming. Let's go to the open world. Okay, so yeah, the sprinting is super fast. Let's try the one. Oh, dude, we actually jumped up and now we're actually flying. It doesn't last that long. Let's try number 2 here. Oh, okay, that was just a straight up jump. No flying after that, I guess, but I'm not sure how much more like air we are really getting. Yeah, actually quite a bit. I mean, for most things, we can just kind of jump up, you know, like that. So I'm not sure how helpful it's going to be in actual exploration. So I guess there's kind of a gameplay advantage to the premium mounts, but still nothing to do with stats. Same with the outfit. As an MMO, of course, we have like time-related content, stuff that's only open at certain hours of the day, which makes sense. You know, it's a very people-oriented game, so it kind of gets everyone to come on at the same time and do stuff, which if the times work for you, it's a really fun experience. You know, you come on all at the same time, do like a group activity together. It's pretty neat. I think that's one of the biggest draws to an MMO in general, at least for me it is. We are currently on a test server, so there's very, very few people here. We can't do much of anything like that. I do also want to check out how the dungeons work. These recommend 5 players. It's like a weekly thing. We do have some daily stuff as well. We'll check out this unstable space. Quite sure this is a boss fight. We're just gonna go single for now and see if we can do it. So we do have a team of 5. It's actually me and 4 bots, I suppose. Hopefully we have like a healer in here or something. We will see. Might be a good chance to look at some of those mechanics as well. There's like the damage share, I suppose. Gonna go off there. Okay, we have to deal with these clones. I'm not sure if we could do it in time. They all focused on 1 while I had to take care of 2 already. They are not very helpful bots, I gotta say, but I think we got it anyway. Oh lord, she's big. I actually already fought this boss in the story, but she didn't get to this phase, so I guess this is probably a different one. Oh, interesting. So we can go in here to get to a different side, which didn't really help us. Oh wow, the entire scenery changed. Hey guys, any oh yeah, someone healed me, cool. I guess we do have food items over there as well, which I haven't bothered using yet. Oh my lord, what was that? I think we got her. Honestly, wasn't too bad. There's also a ton of different life skills you can learn. Gem crafting, smelting, some really cool ones in here. Let's start with gem crafting. Okay, so we can craft rubies. We don't really have any of the materials yet. Learn to craft basic socketable gems. I mean, that's probably important. Okay, then we can choose what kind of cut we want. Triangle, square, fancy, pear cut. Or we can just spin the other 2 on this. 5% chance to gain 1 extra gem. Probably not. Let's go square cut. 1 for stamina, 1 for strength. Okay, we can get the gems at the trading center just for the gold currency. Apparently we can only buy the level 3s. I get an error message on the others, you know, test server stuff. I can't even work with the level 3s yet, so we can't really do anything with the gem crafting. We also have fishing as well, which I'm currently on my way to. We do need to start with buying a fishing pole, so let's do that. And sure, just some regular bait as well. See what's going on. Okay, you have to hold the mouse button so that you reel it in. But the fishing line tension, I guess, cannot reach 100 or the line will snap. Our first fish is this thing. I figured it'd be more like this, just normal looking fish. We're still good on the fishing line tension, so I'm just gonna hold. Okay, yeah, I mean, fishing seems pretty easy. Okay, well, it's a glass bottle. Yeah, fishing is one of those things I either hate or love. It really depends on how it's implemented. If there's like, you know, a goal to go for when it comes to fishing, which I think there is in this case because you have like, you know, your list of fish here and you can level up your fishing as well to get better rods and various other rewards. So when there's like a motivation to do it, I think fishing's pretty fun, pretty cool. Oh yeah, with botany, you can actually track the flowers and then just harvest them that way. Oh yeah, that's cool. You even get like little markers on the map. They're kind of far away from everywhere I've been, but we'll try going there. Oh man, these enemies are actually kind of tough. Jesus. Oh yeah, here we go already. Forest, no, leave me alone. I guess we have to be quick before the enemies respawn. Normal mushroom gathering then. We're doing it. We're doing it. Yes. Is he gonna interrupt? Oh my God, he's so annoying. We are doing the gather. We are gathering the mushroom. Nice. But okay, we have reached episode 2. There was one other thing I really wanted to show, but it couldn't get far enough. They also have a housing system where you can build and personalize your own space, which I think is really cool. You can also invite other players to visit, have them check it out. From the footage here, it looks like you can get really creative with your build. But yeah, that'll do it for me for now. I will be streaming the game in a few days. If you want to hop in and see some live epic gamer gameplay, I think MMOs can be really cool when they're done well. And I honestly haven't even scratched the surface in terms of content. There is just so much. But my goal is to give a general overview of the game, see if it's something you'd be interested in, and if so, I will of course have those pre-registration links in the comments down below, so make sure to check it out. But yeah, if you have any thoughts, feel free to drop them in the comments down below. Liking or subscribing is also greatly appreciated. Thanks, as always, for watching, and until next time.